Well, the history of African American service in the armed forces of the United States is certainly interesting. The Houston and Brownsville riots are two very important case studies for people who are interested in studying that history. It's a history that even histories of the African American experience in the armed forces don't get into exhaustive where they kind of mention it and brush it aside, which is kind of strange because both incidents are very important. The mass discharge of the Brownsville soldiers was unprecedented in military history, and the Houston riot is the largest series of court-martials in American history. So we're talking about extremely important events in military history, not just in Texas or regional history. And I think that's something that could stand to bear some further discussion. You can actually find material on this stuff now online. The South Texas College of Law has posted much of the material related to the series of trials in Houston on their website. The Houston Police Force uses various things, and hopefully this book, and for trainees, for police trainees, and for refresher training. So it's not as if this information hasn't been out there and isn't being used. It just isn't really as much in the public consciousness as much as it ought to be, in my opinion.